these whole ass black celebrities that you get in on these red carpets and you walk right by the black media. You don't fuck with them at all. Whether it be by choice, whether it be your agent rushing you by them. These are the people who actually have the power. And it's not even that much power.
Right.
Just a little, like, nigga, you done went through 2 city blocks. People magazine. Not Time, but People, you know, all the little publications. All the big boys.
Vogue and all
that shit. You done went through 2 fucking city blocks of that shit. Here goes 3 niggas over here off to the side. You can't even go fuck with them.
But it goes back to that acceptance. See, you run to the white media because you want to be accepted by them.
Yeah.
You want them to pat you on the head and say, good boy,
yeah.
You're different. You're not like the other niggas. You's a good nigga.
Ain't that a bitch?
Good boy. That's what they want. That's what that shit's about. Instead of seeing that struggling little, Black Tree Media, a lot of other smaller black saying, hey man, I remember when I was that dude, when nobody knew who I was, and I was trying to make the... See, when you're Lizzo, when you're Yo Gotti or whoever, when you're prominent like that, you done made it. If you go over there and speak to that young reporter, it makes his day, and it might change his life.
Yeah.
It's like he got a big story. He got an exclusive, and now that little unknown media outlet that he got now is becoming a prominent because he got an exclusive with Yo Gotti.
Yeah.
He got an exclusive with T.I. He got an exclusive with this person, and you basically see you done already made it. If you did it, you can tell that white boy, hold on a minute.
Exactly.
Let me go over here and see what this young brother talking about.
Yeah.
What's up, young brother? Where your camera at? Where your microphones at? Let me sit down and talk to you.
Take
Let's chop it up.
Yeah,
you got what you need, young brother? You need me to say something? You need me to give a shout out on your show? What can I do to help you, young brother? Because I used to be you 25 years ago. Now that I'm done with this young brother and I gave him what he need, what's up, Time? What's up, Vogue?
Yeah.
What's up, people? Because
you can go
y'all
right
need
back
me
to
just as bad as he do.
They actually need you worse because
you're trying to stay the top dog.
Do you see what I'm saying? And see that's what and to sit here when you want to sit here as a celebrity or a musician and we don't get our fair shake at the Grammys. We don't, nigga. The people who could actually tell your story, the people who could actually frame your story in a way that's sympathetic for everyone to get, when you walk right by them and don't even give them the time of day.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit, and it makes me I can't feel sorry for you, bro.
No, it's like a game. It's like a game we play with the white media. It's like we want to be the victim. We play this touch and go thing with them, where it's like 1 minute we're the victim. And they don't pay us no attention. They don't show rap no respect. They don't do this. Then as soon as they show you a little attention, then you jump side.
Yeah.
Instead of holding the door open, saying, all right, I done made it to this certain level. Come on, my brothers. Come on, my sisters. Come on in. Certain artists have gotten to a point where it's like the whole world's waiting on them.
That's it.
Michael Jackson got to that point. Kanye West got to that point. Jay-Z got to that point. Diddy got to that point. And Drake and a couple other people, they got to that point where that white media will wait for them. But it's like, do they sit there and give them the hand and say, hold on, let me see what this young brother talking about. Hey, hold on.
They actually have the power to do that.
They got the power to do it. Let me hold this door open. Come on in, brothers and sisters. Because if you don't take them, then you ain't got me. Cut your goddamn camera off. Ain't no interviews today. Well, Mr. Diddy, Mr. Drake, they're going to change their tune. Because like Diddy said at the Grammy pre-award show, he said it. He said, we control the narrative. We control what's cool. We control what your little boy and what your little girl dance to and how they dress. That's truth in that. But you can't just be sitting up there talking.
Can't get that just lip service.
You got to back it up, too.
And see, Diddy saying that's a great.
It's a great thing to say.
Him saying that though that is all 100 shit. But again, you have to be willing to live that, and that's what I'm saying, nigga. So, bro, what the fuck? Like you said, yeah, I'm gonna spend 5 minutes over here with the young brother, and guess what? Because of who I am, yeah, you're gonna fucking wait.
You're gonna wait.
You have to. I'm what's making you relevant. Without me, you're not even fucking relevant, bro. There's no fucking story here. Nigga, the Grammys that they just had, it had the lowest viewership rating in Grammy fucking history. You understand what I'm saying? The lowest viewership rating in Grammy history.
But this is what we do as black people. We get in a decisive moment in time and in history where the narrative can change, where we can tip the balance, which is right now.
Yeah.
We're in a black renaissance.
Yeah.
We're fresh off of Black Panther. Hip-hop music is ruling the radios and the airwaves. Young black social media stars, YouTubers, all this black media is booming. It's booming right now. It's a decisive moment in history. Just like the generation before us in the 60s. They had a decisive moment in history.
They did. Where
they could have changed the narrative. But it's all about what certain key people do when they get to that certain level of prominence.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say that Martin Luther King and all them in the civil rights movement, they had a just cause and they were looking at it right, but they made a false move. That more so, the narrative that Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam was pushing was the right road, which was segregation. Keeping it segregated.
Separation.
Not
segregation.
segregation. Y'all, white people, y'all do y'all thing, and we're going to build our own Black Wall Street. We're going to build our own black stores and media. We're going to have our own thing. No disrespect to y'all, no disrespect to us. Y'all do y'all thing, I'll do my thing. But Dr. King them fought for integration.
Yeah.
And the white boys they saw black people blink, basically.
Yeah.
Because see, at the time, James Brown's on the radio. Again,
say it loud.
Black people is dominating the music industry at this time. They're dominating, and we blink. It's always a prominent person that's black that blinks, and the white boys see their weakness and say, "Oh, wait a minute. Oh, James Brown, you want a little bit more money? You know, or Malcolm or Martin, y'all want a little bit more money?" Then they come in and they sprinkle blood in the water. Then niggas get the panic. Before you know it, they gain the power back.
Yeah.
We had the power.
Yeah.
We didn't know we had the power.
Yeah.
And we're in that moment right now. Name me something that we ain't running.
Well, what it is the ability to define success. See, it goes back to framing the narrative. When you're not able to, number one, if you're not strong enough to say, nigga, I got this shit, and I'm framing the narrative for what I wanted to frame it for, then you lose there. But when you don't have the ability to frame a narrative nationally, and see, all of this goes back to media. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, nigga, with like the little black media outlets that you have, that's why it is so critical to fuck with them, because and use them not only for your own personal gain, but also use them in a manner where they become relevant.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Where this is kind of off topic a little bit, but I remember the Jamil Hill lady.
Oh yeah, Jamil Hill.
Frog face bitch. Yeah, but she writes great articles, right? So
yeah.
she wrote an article where she was talking about the black athlete and what would happen if, and she made a great point, because it is easier in basketball. What if 3 or 4 recruits, top recruits in the country, said, hey, you know what? Instead of going over here to Duke or Vanderbilt or North Carolina, I'm going to run down the street over here to Southern or Texas Southern. And us 3 are going to get in this, play for this team, and we're going to fucking take this team. We may not go to the Final Four, but we're going to go to the big dance, which is the last 8 teams. We may even get to the Final Four. Nigga, if we get to the Final Four, or we play for a national championship, what that does is that resets every fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know, athletes, nigga, who, you know, black athletes who were thinking about going D1, and black colleges are still D1, but those athletes who were thinking about going to Duke, nigga, now they say, hey, you know what? Let's go to Grambling instead. But it resets the whole fucking board. You know what I'm saying? And it resets the board in your favor. And I just thought that was a brilliant piece of journalism that was lost on a lot of people, because, again, you know, and I understand, you know, as an athlete, when you go to these schools, you want the best facilities. You know what I'm saying? You want to play in a stadium that holds 40, 30, 40,000. You want to be able to, you know, when you go to these booster clubs, you want to fuck with the booster who can drop $1,500 in your pocket.
But you gotta as a black person of prominence of status, it has to come to a point where you start putting back in your community.
Better.
It's like the black community, the black colleges, and all this. It's never gonna be great if nobody puts back into it. If everybody gets the ball and get where they're trying to go, and they keep their hands like this, what a lot of them do, they keep their hands like this, instead of saying, "Hey, I made it. I got enough cars. I got enough houses. I got enough notoriety. Let me open my arms and help some other cats."
Yeah.
And then that's how you make it great. If you know what the white boy do? He like Andrew Carnegie, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and a long list of them. You know what they do? This is the nanny boo boo that the white boy do at the end of the day. He come up with an idea. He do all kind of crooked shit. Now, granted, he comes out with a good idea, but he does a lot of crooked shit to keep the momentum going and to keep that top spot.
You got to.
He does all kind of crooked shit. And granted, okay, that comes along with the territory.
Yeah.
But it gets to the point, like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, they got so much money, they can never spend it.
Nah.
Yeah. Their kids are good.
Yeah.
Their grandkids are good. Their great grandkids. Yeah. I mean, they're just they can't get rid of it. It's almost like that movie with Richard Pryor or Brewster's Million. They can't get rid of it. But what do? They say, you know what? We got so much money. They become what they call it, philanthropists.
Oh yeah.
But they just start giving it away.
They give it away.
But where do they give it away at though? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, but we don't think to do that. That's the nanny boo. Like, we got so much money, we'll throw it away and let it burn in hell before we give it to you niggas.
I'm gonna tell you something too to kind of piggyback on that. That is why, you know, and that's why they should give it back. But when you don't give it back, and it's just you way up here, like an Oprah,
everything has to start all over again.
Not only does it have to start all over again, but it can be taken from you. You can be torn the fuck down. And guess what, nigga? Because there's no one else there that looks like you. There's no one else there. You finna get murdered. You finna get smashed.
You never gain the majority. It's just like being on a board. And you want to get the majority. That's your goal while you're there to say, I'm trying to get the majority say so.
Do you think Bill Cosby would have been in jail right now had he had people around him?
If he had Eddie Murphy on his side.
You see what I'm saying?
If he had Steve Harvey.
If he had motherfuckers, and even if he would have went to jail, which he did, but I'm saying even if he still would have went to jail, nigga, he'd have been insulated. He'd have been. It's like, oh yeah, Bill, we got you. But again, when you reach a height where you're so far up, and the only people around you are people who do not look like you, yeah, nigga, it's going to be easy as fuck to tear you down.
It's so silly, man. It's so silly. It just makes me believe, and we do it in everyday life. You know, you get a person in everyday life. He starts his own business, or he gets a good job at a Fortune 500 company or something. What does he do? All he's concerned about is covering his ass.
Yeah.
And at best, he might look out for his kids a little bit. But for the most part, he's looking, hey, me and my wife good.
Yeah.
You know, or me and my kid good. They never think, hey, man, I remember what it was like to be in the struggle. I remember what it was like to go through all that bullshit. I remember the discrimination. I remember how I had to break through the buddy boy system on the job, where the boss, his nephew was the assistant manager, and then his son was the supervisor. It's like you gotta break through all that.
All of that shit where you had to literally claw your way to the top. You turn around and don't remember none of that shit.
And see what's sad is white people that's gonna see this and they're looking at it. Oh, they're on some hate whitey shit and all they to put down the white man. No, my thing of it is it's reality. Because if black people come out of slavery and they had to work their way up from slavery, in the meantime, while all that was going on, y'all was getting advantage after advantage after advantage, generational advantage.
Yeah.
You got a little, see, most white people, they're used to being left something behind.
Yeah.
Because of what their granddaddy had. Oh, when granddaddy died, I got his truck, I got his log cabin. We ain't used to that.
You had a 250-year head start.
You had a 250 years. So it's like you can't dismiss what black people are saying and act like, oh, black people are always complaining. Oh, they're always whining.
Only person that would dismiss that is a person who you wouldn't be able to reach with reason and logic anyway.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So
black man couldn't even read. It was against the law to read. Really, to be honest, white people should white people of a certain generation should walk around with their goddamn head down. Because the history books have revealed, and research have revealed that y'all was some hateful, evil motherfuckers.
Scoundrel. Mm-hmm.
That might not be you, but it was your great-grandfather.
Scoundrel, nigga.
Y'all were scoundrels. Like to create a law to stop a human being from being able to learn and to read. You enslaved a people. And you know what their favorite line is to use? Is, well, y'all sold them. You know, it was a black man that sold them to the white. It doesn't matter. The fact that you would enslave a man, period.
Based on race.
Or just because somebody offered. It's just like I'm married, and a prostitute come up here and offer me some pussy. Do I go home and tell my wife, well, she offered it to me, I had to take it?
Good point.
Or do I say, no, I don't fool with no prostitutes. I'm a married man. I don't do stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. Just because if history tells you that the black man sold his other black people out and that's how we became slaves, but does that make you right for enslaving a people for years? It ain't like you got us to America in the first year like, you know what? God damn it, Jed, I feel bad about this shit. We shouldn't have done this. Let's pack these niggers up, put them back on the boat, take them back home. You didn't do that.
Nah.
You trying to get the most out of the niggas.
Because it goes back to, once again, they're going to be a piece of shit about it all the way to the end, James.
Mm-hmm.
All the way.
We got to give y'all that.
Yeah.
Even in 2020.
If you got to, in a way, it's really horrible, but in a way, you do have to, a person who stays the course, and they know, nigga, deep down, nigga, you're only there because literally you set the game up to where you can only be there.
Yep.
And then you change the rules, nigga.
That's what they do. Dirty motherfucker.
You changed the rules 40 years ago to say, you know what? Okay, we're gonna give you a fair shot. Okay, we feel so good about ourselves and the American system that we got, we're gonna fucking make it fair. Why can't you do it now?
Yeah.
What?
You got a black president. That's their favorite line. You got Barack Obama. It's Barack Obama. That's what I said, Obama. Why can't you guys succeed? Why are you still whining about the injustice? That's old. Forget about it. Forget about slavery. Forget about what we did to you. And then what they do, the classic dirtbag move, they go in and try to rewrite history.
Yeah.
To make you forget about. So basically, in a couple generations, they'll forget all about this, and we'll be, we'll be the good guy again. We, as a people, as white people, we saw our wrong, and we saw what we did, and we came in and we made it right. No, you didn't.
Nah.
Nothing was given. Everything. Nah. That's another cold part about it. Nothing was given.
Oh no.
Niggas had to march.
Yeah.
Get water hose leaked on them. Get put in jail and all kind of shit just to get you to do the basic shit that your Constitution say that you're supposed to do.
Let me tell you what really set the civil rights shit off. See, because it wasn't even so much, because beat niggas upside the head, they was cool with that. Wasn't no problem with that. What fucked them up though is when that shit started being televised. And you start being able to see that shit.
Ignore it no more.
You understand what I'm saying? Not just in America, but around the world.
Around the world.
These niggas is walking and holding hands, and you just gonna sing.
We shall overcome.
You understand what I'm saying? You know how, bro.
We shall overcome. God damn it.
So
that's what happened.
So that's what I'm saying. So again, you're not. See, that's another thing that I don't like. It's like, hey, be a piece of shit, bro. Don't sit here and act like you did these things on some noble shit. On some, we've realized the era of our no nigga.
That's why Lyndon Johnson goes down in history. He's been a great president. He signed the Civil Rights Bill into law. JFK would have did it. They wouldn't have put a goddamn elephant rifle bullet in his head.
You did that shit to stop this fucking country from exploding.
That's all he did.
Which, okay, that's fine. I'm a realist. That's what's up. But don't try to fucking tell me
like you morally did the right thing.
That's it.
You didn't.
That's it. That's all. You don't. Don't try to tell me that. Don't try to tell me that.
Niggas tried to raise hell, and they still try to pull that bullshit to this day. They try to play. Oh, just like right now, that's what I'm saying. History repeats itself. Right now, we're in the era of police brutality.
Yeah. Black
men's getting gunned down in the street.
Oh, that's
everybody looking the other way. Niggas is marching all over again.
Yeah.
Niggas is marching until that Malcolm X nigga stands up and say, no, fuck that. We ain't taking no more death. We ain't taking no more bullets in the back with our hands up.
Yes.
Black folks, unite. Grab y'all guns. Bear arms.
That's crazy.
Defend and protect your family. Defend and protect yourself. Oh, now he's a terrorist. He's a bad guy. No, we can't have him. They're going to gun him down in the street just like they did Malcolm X.
Yeah.
And anybody else, the Black Panthers.
The cold part about it is they didn't just gun down Malcolm X, which, okay, everybody can see that coming. You gunned down Martin Luther King.
The man that spoke of peace.
The nigga who that's
played it by y'all rules.
I was just that's the nigga that y'all chose. And he played the game by the rules that you told him to play by. And you still gunned him down.
Still gunned him down. So that just goes to show you, all you cats, black people out there in 2020, the hunt is still on. And you still the fucking prey.
Yeah.
We can't think that we're in a comfortable position just because, we had a black president, just because we got a few freedoms and rights now. The hunt is still on. And that's what niggas slip up at, thinking everything is good. Because you living in a nice little community now that you couldn't live in 30 years ago. Or you got a job that your daddy or your mama couldn't get 30 years ago. Or the game just switches up. It's still the same blueprint. They can't keep serving you the same shit up the same way. Because you're going to get exposed. It's just like if I pick your pocket one way, I pick your pocket again the same way, by the third time, you go, wait a minute, nigga.
I'm waiting on the shit.
When you get to hollering that life shit, Eddie Murphy and Martin in the bathroom shit, Carl Banks! He didn't come with school together. You ain't gonna fall for that shit no 3 times. I gotta come with some different shit now. I gotta come up with a whole nother game. It's still the same thing. It's still me picking your pocket. I'm just not doing it the same way. And that's what's going on today.
Mildly Offensive TV, man. We told y'all, we can go deep, bro.
We're going to take it a little deep, man.
Yeah, sometimes we're going to do that. We with the clown shit, but we also with the deep shit. Don't get it twisted, all right?
Hey, and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. It's very important, man. We're going to keep bringing y'all some conscious stuff. We're going to bring y'all some, some laughter and some buffoonery. We like to have fun. It ain't got to be so heavy, but tonight it's going to be a little heavy. But hit that subscribe button and hit that like, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to Mildly Offensive TV.
That's it.